It ain't necessarily so.
It ain't necessarily so.
The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, they ain't necessarily so. Little David was small, but oh my.
Little David was small, but oh my.
He fought big Goliath who lay down and died.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to this week's Concerts at the Cadillac. We're very excited about our show today. I want to thank a few people who make this event possible. The staff here at the Cadillac Hotel who set up and break down at a lot of work, and so we appreciate that they do that for us. I want to thank Max who does the sound for us and Kathy on the camera. Of course, we want to thank Lee Walkup. Yes, and applause. We always want to thank Lee Walkup, who has donated this beautiful piano to the Cadillac Hotel that makes these concerts possible, and he does that in memory of his sister, Patricia Walkup. And with that, we want to thank the Boys and Girls Club and Gail Wood and the North of Market Tenderloin Community Benefit District who help with the promotion of these events. And we're very excited about today. This is one of my favorite shows. We have the San Francisco Recovery Theater here with us today. And with that, I want to introduce Jeffrey Greer, who will tell you more about that and the show that they have planned for you today. You're in for a treat.
Thank you, Dina. Well, my name is Mr. Jeffrey Greer. I'm the director of San Francisco Recovery Theater. We are here to present one of my favorite pieces. Also, this happens to be one of Leroy's favorite plays. I don't know how many of you know the story of Porgy and Bess, but it's very fitting once you hear the whole story as it goes along, and we're going to do our best to dramatize it because it's not just a bunch of songs that are presented. There's a very, very involved story. We here at Recovery Theater always operate at ground zero, which I consider us here in the TL to be, and everything that we present is about us and for us, and should continue to do so. So keep your eyes open for us. We'll continue to roll through the hood. We'll always be here, and we appreciate Kathy for her foresight and making this happen in the CBD, and of course, you guys. So we're getting ready to kick off our Tenderloin tour here at the Cadillac. If you get a chance, tell a friend. If you like what you saw and you like what you're experiencing, please know that we are going to continue to do this, and we're hoping to do another tour as well. Anything else? Should we start? Yes, please. Are you sure? I don't hear anybody out there. Are you sure? Okay. So for those of you that don't know, Porgy and Bess is a story about two star-crossed lovers. They didn't know they were going to meet each other. That's how love goes sometimes. You never know. Just sort of happens. But especially in a situation like this, put together by the Gershwin brothers, Jewish young men telling tales of the African-American community in a fictitious place known as Catfish Row in South Carolina. Catfish Row could easily be replaced with the Tenderloin. So when you hear it, just put TL. As we open, it's payday. It's a nice day on Friday. Everybody's kicking back, shooting dice, getting ready for dinner. Clara and her husband are singing a lullaby to their newborn baby. And they're in the courtyard. The men gather for a game of dice. And this lullaby kind of opens and sets the tone, because you know it's a hot summer night in South Carolina. Cherie Taylor will present to you this lullaby.
I remember when I was a kid, my mother would always send me down south because with my grandparents. Because when I was in San Francisco, I was a bad little girl. But this is a lullaby that she used to sing me when I was a child. Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up. You're gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your little wings, and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing gonna harm you, 'cause your mommy and your daddy is standing by.
Summertime. Oh, that brings back memories, doesn't it? Well, as they're singing this lullaby to their baby in the courtyard, Jake the father, as men do when they get alone. Ladies, you know this. Just have patience. I'm asking you, please. Some of us of the male genus just can't help ourselves. When we get together, we want to tell you what we think, way we think things should be. You know? So him and his boys get together. They're shooting, they're gambling, they're cutting up. And one of the men, Jake, gets up to tell all his fellas about how he thinks he wants his son to understand women. So this is his interpretation of what women are about. Because, you know, sometimes a woman is a sometimes thing.
Listen to your daddy warn you before you started traveling. Woman may born you, love you and mourn you, but a woman is a sometime thing. Yes, a woman is a sometime thing. Your mother is the first to name you, that she'll tie you to her apron strings, that she'll shame you, that she'll blame you till your woman comes to claim you. 'Cause a woman is a sometime thing. Yes, a woman is a sometime thing. Don't you never let a woman grieve you just 'cause she got your wedding ring. She'll love you and deceive you, then she'll take your clothes and leave you. 'Cause is a sometime thing. Yes, a woman is a sometime thing. Yes, a woman is a sometime thing. Yes, a woman is a sometime thing. A sometime thing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vernon Medeiros. Vincent Koo, thank you. Well, ladies, as you can see, we need you to just have a little bit of mercy. You know we can't help it. We just can't help it. We get stuck. Something goes crazy in our brain when we get together, and we forget everything. You know, it's not our fault. It just happens. Anyway, well, while we're in that momentary lapse of insanity of fraternity, amongst the players and the bystanders is Porgy. Porgy's a crippled beggar. And of course, there's Sporting Life. He's simply a shady drug dealer. I think we know Sporting Life. He's usually out every night around these areas here. Then, of course, we've got Crown. Crown is your traditional Bogart and bully. You know, 3 beers, he wants to take everybody's money, kick the door in, throw the phone out, you know, he's just a Bogart. Crown is just a plain Bogart. And then there's Bess. Ah, that's what we need. Ladies, when you hear that, you know you are with the wrong man. When the bell rings, it'll ring. You just don't hear it sometimes. You know, that's right, you gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. At any rate, Bess is Crown's woman. Now, she's shunned by everyone because she's considered a hussy. We call them hoes nowadays, but, you know, they considered her a hussy. Why? Because she's hanging out with this big Bogart because she doesn't have anything else to do. She can't think for herself. It's not her fault. She's got an issue too. Remember, this is a story about today and about issues that we all have, so don't think it's something different. I know we try to pretend it's something different, but it's not. Anyway, Porgy wins the game, and of course, Crown flies into a rage. Robbins, another player, jumps to Porgy's defense. Crown and Robbins fight. They have a knockdown, drag-out fight. They fight, they fight, they fight. Crown kills him with a cotton hook. When the police are on their way, Crown flees. But of course, ladies, he leaves Bess. He says, Bess, you're on your own, baby, but I'll be back for you. And with no one else in Catfish Row willing to take her in, because she knocked on every single door, pleaded with every single women's group, asked everybody she knew, nobody would let her in. Then she knocked on Porgy's door. Porgy opened that door like it was a Christmas package. Well, the inhabitants of Catfish Row collected money to give Robbins a proper burial. As Porgy and Bess shocked their neighbors by entering the funeral together, after a violent interruption from the police investigating Robbins' murder, the widow, Serena, laments her man. She's got to send her man home. And giving us that song will be Cherie Taylor. My man is gone.
My man's gone now. footsteps climbing up the stairs. Old man sorrow, come to keep me company, whispering beside me when I say my prayers. Ain't an I mind working me means traveling together to the promised land. But old man sorrows marching all the way with me, telling me I'm old now since I lose my man. Since I lose my man. Old man sorrows sitting by the fireplace, lying all night long with me in the bed, telling me the same thing morning, noon, and evening, that I'm all alone now since my man is dead. Since my man, he is dead.
Ladies, he's gone. That was a good man. That was one of the good ones. 1 month later, 30 days since they put Robbins in the ground, the men set out on a fishing trip on Jake's boat. Remember, Jake's the father of the baby that we were singing the lullaby to. The name of the boat is called the Seagull. And they're out fishing. Porgy wanders into the courtyard, and you know what? He's a changed man. All of a sudden, he's got a glint in his eye, pep in his step. Porgy is very, very happy since he's been living with Bess. Apparently, Bess has found a need and filled it. Well, can't fault her, can't fault him, can you? Life is short. Night is cold. Porgy is so happy with his new life that he sings about his new love and about how things have changed his perspective on life. And presenting some of how we've all felt, we'll have Vernon Medeiros present I Got Plenty of Nothing.
I've got plenty of nothing, and nothing plenty for me. I got no car, I got no mule, I got no misery. The folks with plenty of plenty, they got a lock on the door, afraid somebody is going to rob them while they're out making more. What for? I've got no lock on the door, that's no way to be. they can steal the rug from the floor. That's okay with me, 'cause the things that I prize, like the stars in the skies, are all free. Ho! I've got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got my gal, I got my car, got heaven the whole day long. Got my car, got my lawn, got my song.
Well, I got a whole lot of nothing, and I'm happy about it. Well, you know, the party's going on, everything's going just fine. Of course, Sporting Life shows up late to the party. You know, he's got to come in and make his grand entrance. And Mariah threatens him with violence if he dares to sell drugs on Catfish Row. Seeing how happy Bess has made Porgy, the community has come to accept Bess, and Porgy decides to buy her a divorce from Crown. So, I don't know if some of you know, some of you may not know, but there's a thing called a ghetto divorce. You know, the ghetto divorce is you just pay the other person some money and they'll let you go. Now, when you get outside of this continent, it's tradition. Here, it's illegal. But we'll deal with that later. But Porgy decides he's going to buy Bess's freedom. Because let's face facts, she was literally a sex slave. All right? Let's not fool around with semantics. Bess was a sex slave. Porgy's going to buy her freedom because he loves her. He's going to make her his woman and make her legitimate. But Sporting Life, again, tries to push drugs on Bess, and Porgy saves her. And with a song known as Bess, You Is My Woman, Pam and Eric.
Bess, you is my woman now. You is, and though you must laugh and sing and dance for two instead of one, no wrinkle on your brow, no how, because the sadness of the past is all done. Oh, Bess, my Bess, the real happiness has just begun.
As your woman now, I is, and I ain't going nowhere. Let's just share the fun. There's no wrinkle on my brow, no how, but I ain't going. You hear me saying, if you're not going, it's with you I'm staying. Porgy, I's your woman now, I's yours completely. time, summertime, wintertime.
Morning time and evening time and summertime and winter time.
Porgy and Bess, as your woman now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Ward and Pamela Coates. Young love, baby. Young love. Nothing like it, huh? Well, there's always some knucklehead standing in the corner ready to pick the balloon of love. Pop! They always want to make life unhappy when they see two people happy. Isn't that the way it always is? It's like people just can't stand to see you smile. I haven't figured that out. Well, anyway, Bess is invited to the neighborhood picnic on nearby Kittiwah Island. Porgy has to stay behind because he's waiting on a new brace for his leg because he's determined to walk upright for his woman. He's working hard. Now on Kittiwah Island, it's exactly as you would suspect. A big picnic, everybody's out there eating and having a great time. And here comes Sporting Life. And he tells one of the women he's gonna give his interpretation of the Bible. Because, you know, this is a very religious experience, and he's got a specific point and message he'd like to make. I guess I'll deliver that message. Can I have my team assemble? Yeah. Let me get in the feel of this. Yeah. Sometimes you get personal joy out of making people's lives just miserable. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just like to throw a big water balloon in the middle of the party, kick the Christmas tree over, pull your pants down. It ain't necessarily so.
It ain't necessarily so.
The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, they ain't necessarily so. Little David was small, but oh my.
Little David was small, but oh my.
He fought big Goliath who lay down and died. Little David was small, but oh my. Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Zim, zoo.
Zim, zoo.
Zitty, wah.
Diddy, wah.
Biddy, oh, Jonah, he lived in the well.
Jonah, he lived in the whale.
He made his home in that fish's abdomen. Jonah, he lived in the well. Yeah, little Moses was found in a stream.
Little Moses was found in a stream.
He floated on water till old Pharaoh's daughter, she fished him, she said, from the stream. Wah, wah,
Wah, wah.
whim, wham,
Whim, wham.
whitty woo,
Whitty woo.
woody wah. It ain't necessarily so.
It ain't necessarily so.
They it. The devil's a billing. Hey, but it ain't necessarily so. Hey, how do I get into heaven if I'm gonna go through all that?
To get into heaven, don't snap for a 7. Stay clean, don't have no phones. Well, I takes the gospel whenever it's possible, but with a grain of salt.
Me too, baby, I do that. Is that right? Yeah, give me some bottom in this thing. I got something to say. Hey, young man, I want you to listen to me. Methuselah lived 900 years.
Methuselah lived 900 years.
But who calls that living when no gal will give in to no man that's 900 years? Well, I'm preaching this sermon to show it ain't necessarily so. Woo, it ain't necessarily so. You just don't know, do you? Well, as everybody else is boarding a boat to head back to Catfish Row, having a great time on Kittiwah Island, all of a sudden, out of the bushes, and I guess if he was staying out there on Eddie, out of the corner of one of these buildings, you know, or the parking lot, or underneath some blankets, Crown jumps up and seizes Bess. The boat leaves, and Bess is trapped on the island with Crown. He's been hiding there since he murdered Robbins. Bess struggles against him. She tries her best, insisting that she's with Porgy now. I've got a new love. I don't want to be with you anymore. And Crown is just pressing the point home, if you know what I mean. Well, unfortunately, the next day, 2 fishermen head out to sea. And even though it's on a high season, they find Bess and bring her back to Catfish Row. Bess's wig is on sideways, dress is backwards. She's talking crazy, lost and delirious and confused. Kind of back to where she started. One night with Crown. Well, Porgy takes her back in, and of course, she's delirious and has a fever and has to be laid out for a week or 2. Porgy nurses her back to health. And they walk about Catfish Row. Once again, Bess awakens and apologizes to Porgy for being with Crown. Porgy just takes that as a mission of his love to protect Bess. And if Crown ever comes back to her, baby, I wish he would. But to sing his love song is Pam Coates. I love you, Porgy.
I want to stay here, but I ain't worthy. You are too decent to understand. For when he calls me, he hypnotizes me. When he takes hold of me with his hard hand. One day I know he's coming for me, Porgy. He's gonna handle me and hold me so. It's gonna be like dying, Porgy, when he calls me. But when he calls my name, I have to go. when he calls my name. I have to go. I loves you, Porgy. Don't let him take me. Don't let him handle me and drive me mad. If you can keep me, then I want to stay in your arms with you forever. I found my man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pamela Coates. Well, you know, this tale of Porgy and Bess, this is better than all my children. I don't know, I mean, if you really listen to the story, you never know what's gonna happen next. Well, Bess is accepted Porgy's accepted Bess. And of course, as luck would have it, the hurricane bell sounds, and everybody rushes into the church to take cover. And with the hurricane raging outside, all of Catfish Row huddles inside, trying to make sure they're all safe. And as the storm brustles, builds up steam, and you can hear the wind blowing and the shutters are slamming back and forth, all of a sudden the door opens in, boom, bam! Crown is back. He breaks into the church, and he barges in, mocking everybody's prayers. Doesn't care about anything. Demands that Bess goes with him, looks everybody in the eye, and he decides to sing a song of his own interpretation. A song about a red-headed woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Vernon Medeiros.
A red-headed woman make a choo-choo jump his tracks. A red-headed woman, she make it jump right back. Oh, you can knock me down if they don't fall for brother crown. Show me a redhead can make a goddamn fool of me. Show me a redhead can make a fool of me. Oh, she don't exist on the land or on the sea. Oh, you can knock me down if they don't fall for brother crown. A red-headed woman gonna love you whether you're white, yellow, or black. Take it away, Vince. Sookie now. ZZ Top. A red-headed woman gonna love you whether you're white, yellow, or black. Said a red-headed woman, oh, you can knock me down if they don't fall for brother crown. Show me a redhead to make a goddamn fool of me. Show me that redhead. Show me that redhead. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Crown is back. Everybody has got to put up with his antics again. But the Crown, the hurricane blows over, Crown ran out to rescue some woman. He was trying to be a hero at the last minute, so everybody was hoping he got killed or something in the hurricane. But the next morning, it's just as you imagine. Birds tweeting, bees buzzing, sunlight. Life is good. And of course, Bess has adopted the baby. But Bess has adopted Clara's baby because Clara was lost in the hurricane. And Bess has decided she's going to sing that lullaby to the baby with her own special twist. So giving us a reprise of that lullaby song will be Cherie Taylor with her own special twist.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping, yes they are, yes they are. And the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama, oh, she's so good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. And you'll spread your little wings, and you'll take to the sky, sky. But till that morning, there is nothing gonna harm you, yeah. 'Cause your mommy and your daddy is standing by. Take it away, Benson Q. Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, don't you know they're jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy is rich, and your mama, oh, she's so good looking, yeah. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Summertime.
Cherie Taylor, Vincent Koo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost there. Because that night, Ladies and gentlemen, Crown, who actually survived the hurricane. Told you this was just like one of these soap operas you stay at home watching. Crown actually survived the hurricane, and he returns to look for Bess. Porgy attacks Crown, kills him. Later, the police arrive and demand that Porgy come down to the station and identify the body. Afraid of being arrested for the murder, instead, Porgy is dragged off unwillingly. In Porgy's absence, here comes Sporting Life. They always show up at the right or wrong time, don't they? Sporting Life tempts Bess with cocaine. Back in those days, they call it happy dust. You know, we call it a hit nowadays, but, you know, just a name. She considers leaving for New York with Sporting Life and presenting Sporting Life's Mac. It's only appropriate that we should have Recovery Theater's Mac present this song. I want you to put your hands together for Mr. Eric Ward. And there's a boat that's leaving for New York.
Well, Bess, let me tell you something. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come along with me. That's where we belong, sister. You and me can live that high life in New York, yes. Come along with me. That's where we belong, sister. I'll buy you the swellest mansion up on the upper Fifth Avenue. And through Harlem we'll go strutting, baby, and there'll be nothing too good for you. I will wrap you in silks and satins in the latest Paris style. And all the blues you'll be forgetting, baby, there'll be no fretting, nothing but smiles. Now just come along with me. Now, take my hand, don't be a fool. Come along, come along. Come along, 'cause there's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come along with me, that's where we belong, sister. That's where we belong. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'll get you some cheesecake. Yeah, get a slice down on Fifth Avenue. Yeah, baby. Just want you to come along with me, 'cause, you know, there's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come along with me. That's where we belong, sister. You and me can live that high life in New York. Yes, we can. Why don't you come along with me? Bring the baby. That's where we belong, sister. I'm gonna buy you the swellest mansion up on the upper Fifth Avenue. And through Harlem we'll go strutting, baby. And there'll be nothing too good for you. And then I'm gonna wrap you in silks and satins in the latest Paris style. And all the blues you'll be forgetting, baby. Ain't gonna be no fretting, nothing but smiles. Just come along with me. That's the place where we belong. Come along with me, take my hand. Don't be a fool, girl. Come along, come along, come along, come along, 'cause there's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come along with me, that's where we belong, sister. That's where we belong.
Ladies, watch out for that boat. Sounds good though, doesn't it? Just gotta watch out. Well, after hearing that, Bess just couldn't resist. She put her hand out. She put her hand out just once and was gone. Bess took off with sporting life to New York. Now here's a tale that we've all heard. After spending the night in prison, Porgy arrives back at Catfish Row, and he's eager to see his woman, but she's nowhere to be found. He looks everywhere, high, low. Porgy's neighbors sit him down and try to calm him down and gently let him know that Bess has left for New York without him. Porgy's distraught, confused, lost. My woman left me for someone like that? Where'd he go? He's gone. He's in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Love Lament song, Bess, oh, where is my Bess? Eric Ward, back again. When he could make it out here, back from New York.
We won't need this. Oh, Bess, where is my Bess? Won't somebody tell me where? I don't care what she said, I don't care what she's done. Oh, won't somebody tell me where is my Bess? Bess, oh Lord, my Bess, I want her now. Without her, I can't go on. I counted the days that I was gone till I got home to see her face. Oh, won't somebody tell me where is my Bess? Oh, my Bess, my gal, my love, I want her so. Where is she? Oh Lord, in your big heaven, please show me the way I must go. Give me the strength, show me the way. Tell me the truth, where is she? Where's my gal? I wanna know, where is she? Where is my Bess?
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Ward. Now, you know, in these epic tales, I just want you to know that this is a 4-hour play that we did in 1 hour, so you need to know the magnitude of what we're doing. I hope you take the time to learn the story if you didn't understand what it is, because this is our version of One Day, you know, As the World Turns, General Hospital, and all of that. But you know, all the women gathered around Porgy and urged him to forget about that woman that left him in New York. But you know Porgy's in love, and Porgy called for his cane, and threatened to leave for New York. And what did he say, Porgy? What did Porgy say?
I'm on my way.
Porgy's on his way. He's
I
on
know
his
where
way.
she is. I know where she's at.
You want to go ahead? Go ahead.
I'm going.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
Go ahead. How do you get there, man?
Oh,
How you
yeah.
get there?
Oh, Lord, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a heavenly land. Oh, Lord, it's a long, long road, but you are there to guide my hand. Oh, Lord, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a heavenly land. Oh, Lord, it's a long, long road, but you are there to take my hand. Yeah, that's
Are you there yet?
Oh, not yet. We going.
Okay.
We go. Here we go. Over a hill. Here we
let's
go.
go then.
New brace.
I think I see it.
Oh, Lord, I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way to a heavenly land. Oh, Lord, it's a long, long road, but you are there to take my hand. Oh, Lord, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a heavenly land. Oh, Lord, it's a long, long road. You are there to take my
I think we hit that one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Vincent Koo on piano. Eric Ward. Pamela Coates. Cherie Taylor. Vernon Medeiros. And of course me, Mr. Jeffrey, your host of the evening. We are San Francisco Recovery Theater, and we plan to be here for you each and every time you need us. So keep an eye out. We want to thank everybody who's been a part of this project and everybody who supported us. And if you need anything from us, make sure you contact the Community Benefit District. Where's Dina? Dina maybe left. And Kathy Hilliard. Kathy Looper. Thank you.
my best. I want her now. Without her, I can't go on. I counted the days that I was gone till I got home to see her face. Oh, won't somebody tell me, where is my best? Oh, my best, my girl, my love, I want her so. Where is she?
Old man Sorrows sitting by the fireplace, lying all night long with me in the bed, telling me the same thing morning, noon, and evening, that I'm all alone now since my man is dead. Since my man that is rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby,